and today we're going to be talking about Chile. No, not the kind of Chile you're thinking about, Chile, as in the country. Now, let's go on to Jonas. He'll be talking to you about the many great holidays that Chile has.
Muchas gracias, Ray. As you know, I'm Jonas, and today you will learn about the many great holidays and celebrations of Chile. Chile has many different festivals for different parts of Chile. For example, in the northern part of Chile, Fiesta de la Trana is celebrated. It is held on the 12th through 16th of July. It honors the Lady of Mount Carmel. Over 200,000 people attend the festival. Many participants are wearing colorful clothes. And then there are the Fiesta Patentes, of Chile's annual national celebration of independence from the Spanish crown. It is taking place on September 18th. Hundreds and thousands of people take part in Chile's festival, especially people from around the world as well. Then there are holidays, St. Peter and St. Paul Day. This holiday is celebrated on June 29th. This day commemorates the martyrdom of two saints, St. Peter and St. Paul. Feast of Our Lady Carmel is celebrated on July 16th. It was first instituted in the late 14th century in commemoration of the approval of the rule of Carmelite order 100 years earlier. And that is what I got for you in holidays and festivals. This next person will introduce more of Chile's great things.
Thank you, Jonas. And now for today's food segment. Food is something that connects people together. In my research, I have found many delicious meals that truly spark the culture of Chile. Hello and welcome to today's food segment. I'm Ray Ravenson, and we're going to talk about moncolilloso, or, in English, peaches and wheat. However, this peaches and wheat is much more than just peaches and wheat, obviously. It's a drink made with caramel, sugar, milk, peaches, wheat, all the works, and it's very delicious. The question most people have at this point is, how is such a preposterous drink made? Well, I'm about to tell you. First, let's crack down some history. In colonial times, to make peaches last longer, they would dehydrate them. Later, for the drink, they'd rehydrate dehydrated peaches. That sounds sort of silly, but there's a process to it, and it has evolved and become extremely popular today. For this recipe, you'll be needing moat wheat, sugar, peaches, peach juice, and for this, I'm using a peach can, and of course, water. Passe uno. Cut your peaches, so then we are ready to dehydrate them. And then we're going to pour the peach juice into the mixture that we have. And we have a strainer here, so feel free to let the peaches fall out. Give it a little shake. Goes into the bowl. Awesome. It is time to put the peaches in the oven. Oh my gosh, they almost fell. Alright, peaches in the oven. Whoop!
As you can tell, Chile is a fascinating place. But how did this country come to be what it is today? More importantly, how did they win their independence? Find out right here and now. Mi nombre es Eevee the Pokemon y esta es la historia de Chile. My name is Eevee the Pokemon and this is the history of Chile. Chile was colonized in about 1540 and their independence movement started in 1810. It began small but quickly grew into an all-out civil war. This war was fought between pro-independence people who wanted political and economic independence from Spain, and royalists who wanted to stay loyal to the Spanish Empire. Although it was a fight between the upper classes, lower classes mestizos, or those with both Native American and European backgrounds, and full Native Americans were conscripted. The end of the war is debated between two dates: 1821, when José de San Martín defeated the royalist forces, or 1826, when the last Spanish troops surrendered. Although Chile celebrates their Independence Day on September 18th, the Declaration of Independence wasn't issued by Chile until February 12, 1818, and it wasn't formally recognized by Spain until 1844. And what's this? I'm being told there's an important story here with our very own Zola. Let's go over to her now and see what's going on. Zola?
Thank you, Evie. Now, one of the big stories in Chilean news, the Catholic Church versus victims of abuse. Starting in 2009, when Fernando Cardima was publicly accused of having molested people for several years. From there, the story escalates. There are around 104 potential victims and nearly 70 clergies under investigation. Cardinal Riccardo Izzotti is also under investigation for covering up the reports of abuse. In the beginning, Pope Francis had originally defended Izzotti and his men, but has since apologized for not believing the victims coming forward and his grave errors in the assessment of the situation. The Pope then set out investigators Archbishop Charles Scicluna and Monsignor Jordan Bartholomew to see how the church leaders have handled the reports. Based off a 64 interviews, they created a 2,300-page report of leaders failing to investigate credible allegations. The report showed that those who were accused had been moved to different places, and some church leaders went as far as to destroy documents. Since then, courts have ordered the church to compensate 3 of Fernando Cardima's victims, Juan Carlos Cruz, Jose Andres Morello, and James Hamilton, owing $150,000 each. The Pope also defrocked Cardima last year in 2018. On Saturday, March 16th of 2019, Pope Francis has temporarily replaced Cardinal Izzotti, who had originally tried to resign 2 years ago, with Monsignor Celestin Osbrock.